My name is Vero, and this video is to show you guys the books I've chosen for the reading rush of this year. For my friends who don't know what the reading rush is, it's just basically an excuse to read a lot and to give yourself permission to just read for a week and nothing else. It's a challenge, kind of, that each year takes place in summer. This year it's gonna take place next week, so from the 20th of July to the 26th of July. And you have a bunch of challenges which are completely arbitrary, and you can follow them if you want, or you can just ignore them if you choose to do so. But yeah, you basically need to choose a few books that correspond to the challenges given, and then try and read as many of the books you've chosen as you can in the reading rush week. So for this year, sorry about the noise, by the way. If you can hear the noise, it's just open window and noisy neighbors. The challenges for this year are read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone, read a book that starts with the word the, read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen, read the first book you touch, read a book completely outside of your house, read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of, and read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. So I've tried to double book some prompts. So for example, also I was very limited in my choice. The only way I could get new books was either by buying them, and I really don't want to buy new books, especially online if I can, or going to my local library that fortunately has opened up for browsing again. So what I did was just keep the prompts with me, go to my local library, and trying to find any book that matched the ones the prompts I had. So for that, for the prompt, for example, read the first book you touch, I was like, okay, let's go to the library, and the first book I touch, that's the first prompt. So I literally avoided touching as many books as possible, because I was like, yeah, but the first one is the one I have to get. The first one is the one I have to get. So what ended up happening is I found this, which is The Frolic of the Beasts by Yukio Mishima. I really wanted to read a book by Yukio Mishima. I wanted to read another book of his, but they didn't have it at the library. So yeah, I only got this, and I already knew that I wanted to read Yukio Mishima, and the book started with the. So I was like, either way, I'm gonna get two prompts out of this: the first book you touch, and also another prompt, which is a book set on a continent you don't live in. Because of course Yukio Mishima is a Japanese author, and the story is set in Japan. I think, yeah, the story is set in Japan. Also, this fills up another prompt, which is the read a book that you've in a genre that you want to read more of, which is, to me, Japanese literature. I would like to read more Japanese literature. So even with this, I basically have like 4 or 5 prompts already, but yeah, I kept going just in case I managed to read more than just the one book. So for the book with a cover in the color of your birthstone, I was born in February. I'm an Aquarius, so to me the color is purple, because the birthstone is amethyst. And I got these 2 books, which are kind of purpley. Again, this is a double prompt, because it starts with the I have no idea what these books like what these books are about. I'm really interested in this one because it's like it looks very magical and whimsical, um, and I think it's between middle grade and YA, which I grew up on this type of books, and I'm really excited on to read this type of books again, because lately I've only been reading like contemporary books or classics, um, and I really just wanna read like fantasies again. And this one I'm excited about because I think it's historical fiction, because it's set in the summer of World War I, like the beginning of World War I, and also, yeah, it just books smell so nice, especially library books. But yeah, this is A God in Every Stone. I don't think I said the names. A God in Every Stone, and this is The Land of Neverendings. Again, I have no idea what these books are about, but I'm very excited because it's very rare that I just pick up books and read them and have faith that they will be good. So I have these three books for now. Also, the only prompt that I couldn't fill from with books from the library is read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen, and the one I chose, but I didn't find it at the library, is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. And it's a book that I think I read a kid's version of the book when I was very young, before the movie came out and everything. But then years after, I saw the movie, uh, and I always had in my mind the memory of, how magical it was, reading the book, because it was such a cool, um, like the edition I got. I think it was just a kid's simplified version of the book, and it had like all the illustrations, and it was amazing. But yeah, I don't think I've ever read the complete original novel, so I will try to get that from a used bookshop, or if I cannot find it in a used bookshop, I will find it in one of my local independent bookshops. Um, yeah, my issue is I could get it on Amazon and whatnot. The thing is, I really don't like buying new stuff. I make exceptions for books, because I'm like, well, the book industry needs all the help it can get, I think. Maybe they've picked up, but yeah, I make an exception for books, but still I always try to buy everything secondhand, everything local, everything, um, just as not consumeristic as possible. But that's a struggle sometimes. Either way, I'm gonna go get Stardust, because that's one of the books that I know already that I want to have like in physical form for myself, like in my very small bookshelf. I want to have only the books that I already know that I love, and that I keep mainly to to lend to friends and to reread. And Stardust is definitely one of those books. So yeah, for now I have these three plus Stardust. I will try and read as many of these as I can in for next week. Um, I will probably not read all of them. I don't think it's four books. I'm not used to read four books in a week. At least I haven't been able to since I was a very young kid. But yeah, I'll keep you posted, and I'll let you know how the reading rush goes. Thank you. Bye bye.